hope you're having a good day so far. If you did happen to see my last video, you are lucky because I actually didn't save it to my page. So I am gonna go again and try and make this one a little bit shorter. I'm gonna start sharing more often. So I want to just kind of touch on one thing today, and that is habits and like creating, a new thought process for yourself, and realizing that it really is up to us every single day to, fill our brain with certain things, and that's gonna help us live in a certain way that we want to live. What we think every single day is a reflection of our actions, and that's something that I, have been learning, me and my boyfriend recently, and it's really helped us a lot with building new habits and realizing that we are in control. I think so many people are stuck in just the mindset that you go with the flow was a nice quote that I remember growing up with. Just go with the flow. It doesn't matter. But really, you're able to redirect that flow. It's up to you. If you're not happy with where you're at right now, choose to make a change in your life and know that you can. And that was huge for me. Really, really empowering to even learn that I had the power to change my habits. I was never really mindful about that. I didn't understand that what habits really were, I guess. I wasn't really being aware of that. I wasn't being mindful of that. So once I was educating myself in that way and learning that what habits were and that we can actually change our habits and that changing your habits will change your life, it was really cool for me, and it helped me in a lot of different areas of my life. A lot to do with my eating disorder, which I'm not going to go into detail on this video, but it really did, click in my mind recently through this personal development. So I do want to try and share it quickly with you. So, basically all of our our daily behavior, our habits, our action each day, it is a reflection of your core belief, what you believe inside, either the way that you were raised. That's obviously a belief. A lot of people, they have the beliefs in their head because they're raised a certain way, right? So it's instilled in you, and a lot of people don't think that they can change. So knowing that you can change, that's really empowering in itself. So I want you guys all to know that, if you're not happy with something in your life, know that you are in control and that you can change by just maybe being a little bit more mindful about where that behavior is coming from, which is why you have to kind of break it down, okay? So that's what I'm going to try and help you do. So, all of our behaviors and our actions and our habits come from a feeling, okay? And that, which made you feel that, you felt that way, so that's why you did something, right? And that feeling came from a thought, okay? Because you thought it in your head over and over, so you felt it from thinking it, and then you acted upon it, okay? So then that was your behavior, which comes from a belief. So that's what it all stems from, okay? So belief goes into a thought, which goes into a feeling, which goes into action or a habit or your behavior of the day. Okay, so it really is it's a train, and it all connects together. So it's really awesome that we can actually sit back and change things, really, but you have to just be aware of what's wrong and aware of what areas you might be able to change. So if you're waking up every single day and you're lazy and you just seem like you can't find motivation, you have it in your brain that eating healthy is hard, and that you can never live a healthy lifestyle, and you keep on that's your belief. You keep putting that into your brain. It's going to be your thought process. It's going to be your feeling toward food. You're going to feel like it's hard to eat healthy. You're going to feel like it's hard to work out. So you're most likely not ever going to really make it a lifestyle, because you're constantly, it's constantly a negative thought in your brain, right? So a way to kind of, honestly switch that, and I know some people are going to think it's funny, because I know I did, honestly, when I first started learning all this, but you really do have to just train your brain. You have to tell yourself that, you do enjoy working out. And even if it might not be super enjoyable every single time, but you have to think of the benefits that you get from working out. So rather than just only thinking of, oh, I get all sweaty and it hurts and I'd rather sit on the couch, thinking all that kind of stuff. Think of the benefits that you get from it. Think of, I don't have children right now, but, if I do, and when I do, I would love to be able to run around with them and not be out of breath and stuff like that. Like, that's huge, So, like, if you have kids, like, are you able to run around with them easily and actually live life? Because you should be able to, just because, your kid would want that for you as well. So, that could be something that you are like believing in and put into your brain positively, and it will help you make better actions during the day based off that belief. Does that make sense?
Totally.
kind of. My boyfriend's over there, so I'm hoping that he kind of pitches in every now and then. Because it really is, just to stem back from it, honestly, I'm not going to go too into detail, but for me, with a lot of people that struggle with eating disorders, we are kind of told that we're always going to have a problem. I kept telling myself over and over, okay, you're always going to have a problem, Keely, you're always going to have a problem, you're always going to have a problem. And I found myself just, like, I don't know, I found myself just replaying that into my brain every single day, So if something did trigger that feeling, it was easy for me to be like, oh, no, I have an eating disorder. I can't look at that. Like, and I just made excuses for myself. Really, and I was watching myself go down past, like, really easily because I was not being mindful and aware of my thoughts and my behaviors. Like, once I kind of got a hold of it and I could train my brain, I was able to go down a different path. And it's really hard for me to explain this. That's why I honestly don't share as much as I should, because this whole journey has been pretty crazy for me, and obviously I've been doing this for like 3 years now, so it's definitely been like I've had my ups and downs and stuff, but really just going about it and knowing that I can change my thought process really helped. Yeah, made a huge difference for me to start just being able to really look at my life and pick it apart and realize like why I was doing what I was doing, and being aware of what triggers me, and we're all gonna, we all have struggles, and we're not gonna be perfect, so like it really is important to look at your life and know that you're in control and that you can change everything, but it really comes from your beliefs. So I want you to look at that, if you believe that you can't be healthy, if you believe that food is the enemy, if you believe that you're too old, and all these, that's negative talk, so you have to switch that. You have to train your brain, and it's up to you to do that. And a huge thing for me was learning that food was my friend. That was huge. Like, that, I think that is probably the number one thing. I went for so many years, just the only thought of food was like fat. I thought food, fat. I never even sure, I in my brain I knew like salad was healthy, but I didn't know that salad actually helped my body. You know what I mean? Like, once I learned that was crazy. So like, I really suggest that on you too. If you're struggling with food, research what broccoli helps you with. Research what asparagus helps you with. Research what all these amazing foods do to your body, and it will be a lot easier for you to want to fuel yourself with them. And that it comes down from just the belief process. I believe that healthy food is fuel for me now, and I used to believe that food was the enemy, and that no matter what I was going to get fat. But now I know, because of education and because of just this whole journey, I know that I need food in order to feel alive. I wouldn't be a happy person if I didn't eat healthy food. So I don't know, that's kind of what I want to leave it at. I don't want to make this super long, but I just wanted to kind of share this because it's something that I recently kind of found through my personal development. I've been talking to my boyfriend about it a little bit because it kind of just clicked for me. I was like, wow, that's a way that I can really, share this with people, because I've been having the struggle kind of to explain to people how I recovered, because it is hard, and not everybody's going to be the same. Everybody has their own journey. It's going to be harder on some people. Some people can just, click and learn. Some people are going to be struggling for years and years, but the number one thing that I think everybody needs to realize, that it really does start with our mind, and you have to just learn to train your brain. I can't like count how many times, you know, I used to just wake up and call myself ugly, call myself fat, call myself, you know, and I still, to this day, one thing I need to change is calling myself unorganized. You know, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm always gonna be an unorganized person if I put that into my brain every single day, you know. Instead, if I want to make a change, I need to tell myself, no, Keely, you can make a change, you can be organized, and make the steps take the steps that it takes to make that into reality, you know. So manifestation, that's huge, something I've been learning too, you know. Manifest what you want. It doesn't mean that it's magic. It means that you are like wholeheartedly believing in what you want, and you stand behind it, and you believe in your head that it can come true, you know, and then you're acting toward that. So yeah, hopefully that helps a little bit. Thank you guys for getting on. If you are getting on, comment below and say hello, please, so I can see you. And I love any hearts or likes and stuff like that too. This is still a little scary for me to go live, but I'm going to try and do it like at least once a week, and just kind of share a little bit. I tend to overthink things a lot, so that's something I'm trying not to do with these videos. I'm not going to really have like a set script or anything for them. I'm going to try and just kind of get on here and just share more with you guys. And yeah, hopefully it helps. If you guys have any questions or anything that you would like me to go live about, I would love any suggestions also. So you can comment below on this post, or just like message me and be like, hey Keely, I would love for you to talk about this, and that would be cool. I would maybe go live about whatever you asked me to go live about. So definitely give me some suggestions, and I will talk to all of you guys soon. Just remember, you know, that you are in control of your happiness, and you get to choose it every single day. Believe that and know that, and take the steps that it takes, you know, to get to where you want to be, because you are in control. Okay, so have a good day, and I'll talk to all you guys later. Bye.